EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. In motion left is Wilson. Now the veteran workhorse is James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Rams defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, a run with Conner. Breaks through the contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Stafford going to change it up here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return, Dortch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Bobby Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. He's to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Stafford on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. From the 50, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the Rams had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing quickly out wide. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On first down, Stafford here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Motion left, Kupp. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas. Patterson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to step out of bounds up past the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's Conner as they stay on the ground.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Kamu Grugier-Hill getting in there and taking him down. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Stafford on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Stafford. Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And now Stafford's going to move him around.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got this downfield to McBride. Big strides, look at him go.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Again, it's Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
Patterson's kick is good.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Stafford now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run on first down. Merritt. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Murray. This one deep for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also You might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect this.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Up the middle they go. Merritt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 41 yards right. The ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a give right side. Merritt. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Screen pass to Connor. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tune.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 59 yards.
And Tune to throw it now. That's complete to McBride. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Now Tune.
He's got Swain here as tight end outright. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing Tune.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And now another one thrown incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st down at Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, Merritt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Merritt.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Up the middle they go. Merritt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Cardinal 1st down.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Rams, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.